Alright, hey everyone, welcome to another Wildewitch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Wildewitch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, Game Master and Storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. That way we can create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full-time and share them with you. And tonight we're playing D&D. This session features the Burning Veil storyline, set in our very own Velinara campaign setting. It is a deeply personal tale of trust, betrayal, magic, and magnificent ambition where the fate of the world hangs in the balance. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord to find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master and Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at Sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous, daring heroes. As the days count down into the Sanguine Masquerade. And we'll begin with an introduction for Bracken.
Hey everyone, it's me, Thresh. I'm playing Bracken tonight. Our Kender Monk fighter who's really good at punching and not very good at much other stuff, but he tries his best. He's getting there in the cooking department though.
Yeah, he's doing good. His checks have been going up.
He's got his own meal thing going on, kind of like fourth meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't do this all night. Next up for our introductions, we're gonna learn about Avi.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. I'm playing Avi. She is a half-elf bard sorcerer. She cares deeply about her friends. She's constantly quietly humming, and she's just a little spooky.
We love a little spooky.
We sure do.
Hell yeah. Next up for our introductions, why don't we learn about Cecil?
Hello, my name is Brent, and I play Cecil Darkholm, a Forest Gnome Cavalier who has been working through a heavy heart and troubled mind, but he's enjoying these political moves that they're making here in Vale d'Umbra with the House Gessadul vampire cult. He has a bad habit of writing letters and not sending them, although he's considering changing that if he ever gets the chance.
Oh, I just had an idea. I need to write this down.
What have I done?
Oh no.
What have I done? Also, I think that fourth meal is probably copyrighted.
It is.
You know what? I was thinking.
That's why I said it was similar to fourth meal.
Ah, sure. Like 3.8 meal.
It's breakfast, is
It's
what
breakfast.
it is.
Think outside the bread receptacle, Brent. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Still a sandwich.
Please, we don't need to have this conversation.
Oh my god, we're not having this conversation. We'll be here
I
all
don't
night.
ever want to have this conversation.
Y'all are beat.
Wow, okay.
Alright. Well, with our introductions, we are going to dive into our session here. And why don't we pick up where we left off? Avi, there had been a mess made at the Vein of the Vein, and you are heading out for a walk. Bracken, you have the rambunctious and now pouty Cadrib in one of the corner booths. And Cecil, you are walking the estate of Gessadul after some training with Chavrabon.
Yeah.
We'll start in the vein of the vein. Bracken, what are you doing currently right now? Obvious just walked out.
I'm kind of sitting there coaching with Cadrib to like make sure he's cool and everything. And look, man, I get you trying to have some fun, and I get you a little hyped up. We got to keep a low profile at the end of the day.
What does that mean?
Don't do a whole bunch of stuff that makes people look at you. You can have a good time. Just keep it with us, yeah?
Well, okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
You think Miss Avi's gonna want the clothes back?
Nah, you're good. She trust me, she's never gonna take that off of you.
Okay.
You want another drink?
I want one, but I don't want to make people mad because I gotta keep a low profile.
Well, hell, here, check it out. I'll split one with you. That way we can enjoy one together. No one gets in trouble, yeah?
Okay.
There we go. Bracken will go get a drink.
Easily done. There are a few people that are, of course, looking at you. You did just bum rush a goblin off at the stage, but, passes by with ease. Avi,
Mhm.
you are walking outside. Are you doing anything, keeping an eye out on anything, or are you just walking?
I'm walking, trying to clear my head. I don't. When I'm here on the estate, it's like a whole act from the moment I set foot here. And I've built a reputation for myself in this place. And I've worked hard at it. And it feels like that might go away with just one little mistake. So I'm thinking about it and trying to think of next steps. I might find somewhere to sit, but
Okay. Yeah, there are a few benches that you could easily find a place to sit on. Cecil, when you are done with your training, where do you head?
Cecil would head back to the tavern where they've spent a few time just trying to link up with everyone. We didn't really discuss who was going where, but that'd be the most likely spot.
Okay. As you are making your way over towards the vein of the vein, you would notice Avi outside on her own.
Cecil's just Warhammer over shoulder. Hey, Avi, what's wrong? Why are you outside?
oh, it's you. Well, a lot just happened.
Have we been discovered?
No, nothing like that. It's
Oh,
I was talking to Everard, you know that guy that
yeah,
I've
the
been.
fancy guy.
Yep. Um, you know that I like to think that he thinks of me in a certain way. Maybe not so highly, but somebody respectable. And Kedrib, well, he jumped up on the stage, and
Cecil's eyebrows are slowly raising.
uh-huh, he made some sort of statement. Bracken tackled him, and well, he barked loudly.
So he climbed on the stage and got everyone's attention.
Mm-hmm.
And you were concerned because he just watched us
Of course.
do what we
Mm-hmm.
did.
Yeah.
And you thought he was gonna tell everybody.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And he burped.
Yep.
Was it a good burp?
It was a great burp, but
And Bracken tackled him off the stage.
he did. Now this, on a normal day, wouldn't be so bad, but I've worked hard here. People know me, and I have a reputation, and that's, well, that could be ruined now.
Well, I'm sure everything's okay. I don't. Do people know that they may have seen Kadrib around with us, but they probably
He
just
was
think.
with me all day. Hand in mine.
Yeah.
I said hi to quite a few people. And people know me. So.
Well, we know what he's capable of, I suppose, and it's not a lot, and maybe that's not necessarily his fault.
You underestimate him, Cecil.
Well, maybe. But he's still done some damage, perhaps, but probably not much, or maybe nothing at all. Should we get him out of here?
It might be a good idea. I don't know. I'm not going in there, but if you want to gather them up.
Yeah, I'll go get him. Cecil will walk in and try and find Kadrib and or Bracken.
Easy enough, as you hear, like, the sniffles of Kadrib talking to Bracken. I didn't mean to make Miss Avi mad, and I didn't mean to make you mad. I felt really good. And I wanted to make people smile. And he's just getting his feels on this shared drink.
Hey, it's alright, man. Check it out. It's okay to do good and then cash out on the high. You don't need to go more. We like you regardless. You don't need to prove anything to us, all right?
You do?
Yeah.
What about Cecil? Does Cecil like me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, don't do everything you can. Just do what you can.
It would be about this time that Cecil you'd be walking up.
I'll just make eye contact with each of them very briefly with Kadrib. Time to go.
Okay, Cecil. He just kind of scoots out of, like, he slides off the booth and then walks under the table.
I think we're ready to go. Get a hard reset on the day here.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I will guide Kadrib out towards the door.
Yeah, he goes. So, what is your plan here? Do you head back to the Ravenmere Manor? Do you head somewhere else? What do you do?
Do we have suitable privacy to have a conversation?
Depending on where you go, for sure.
Alright, Cecil will lead everyone to a place with suitable privacy.
I mean, you could go... You could go into the crypts again.
Oh, no!
That's suitable.
Returning
praise.
to the scene of the crime.
I want to go somewhere and fill everyone in on what Captain Shavaban had informed me. Shavaban let me know that Night Whisper, Evelina Night Whisper, doesn't really hang out here. She more hangs out in the noble areas of the rest of the city.
Hmm.
So if we're going to pursue her, it won't be here.
You did recall that Shahruban did say that she might be coming by more often in the next few days because of the event.
Oh yeah, and with the stuff coming up, she might be around here a little more often than usual, but
Well, it's tricky, I guess. So we can't just sit around and wait for her.
well, we could,
No, we're running out of time, Cecil.
right? Probably not a good idea to ask that information broker exactly where she is and what she's doing this day, and then for her to wind up not okay.
Immediately after.
Especially since they work for the same person.
Yeah.
We haven't committed. We could switch targets.
Didn't we already take out 2 people?
No.
Oh, we did. All right.
Who did Bracken take out? What are you?
Don't worry about it.
I'm very worried about it. All I'm saying is we don't know where Night Whisper is, but we know where that guy is. We know where he is right now.
The information broker, Zendrelis?
Mm-hmm.
We still need him to disseminate information about Skulldoodle, though.
We do. But we need to get this done. And may I remind you what I just said? We know where he is right now.
He's in there. Cecil points back towards the vein of the vein.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just a thought. We don't have to act on it. We're gonna go for Night Whisper. That's fine.
I'm all for the information guy over there. We'd have to tell someone else about Skulldoodle's items that you left. Could we get Zendrelis alone?
I don't know.
I mean, if we're going scorched earth on this, we could ask that guy, the information guy, and then take him out.
Oh, Bracken, what a great idea.
You look. I don't know. I'm throwing options here. Doesn't seem like we have many.
Honey, you're throwing the same option into the table that we're talking about.
Great. If we weren't beating around the bush so much, I would have known that.
He's beating around bushes. But Cecil literally said his name.
Being stubborn.
I don't think we're in the right headspace for this right now.
I could wait and see if the fancy lady you're waiting for comes by. And then let you guys know.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Uh, Bracken told me about keeping a low profile. I can do it.
I'm sure you think you can do it, honey. I don't think it's a good idea.
You guys are running out of time. I want to help you. I messed up earlier. I could do this. I could find a bush or something and sit down and watch and wait. They wouldn't find me. I can be real small. And he sort of squats down.
It's not a terrible plan.
No, it's not.
Cadrip, this is a very dangerous place.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
I'm good at running. And if something nasty comes, And he pulls out the dagger and I'll give him a poke and then I run. And I'll find you guys.
Ooh.
The whole place is nasty, Cadrip.
And he puts the dagger away. Okay.
Okay, here's an idea. I'm gonna give my ring to Cadrip, so that way he can tell us when people are around and what they're doing. You guys will know, and then I'll stick with you guys, so that way we're all on the same page. After that, Cadrip, no stabbing, but stick to them so that you're not noticed, but you can follow them and we can meet up with you, and then we'll handle the situation from there. How does that sound?
I would like to remind you guys that the rings only go for 120 feet. You'd be able to use it while you're on this portion of the estate, or whatever portion of the estate you guys would be on. But it would not cover from here to Ravenbeer, depending on how long it takes for this Avelina Nightshade to appear. Night Whisper. Nightshade? Night Whisper. Avelina. I remember that much. My notes are somewhere.
If Cadred wants to do this, then I'm gonna stay with him.
Then we should all stay so that we can act as quickly as we need to.
Sounds good.
If I pull out my little homemade map that I've been working on, how many paths branch off from where someone would go from the entrance?
There's two main paths that branch off from the entrance, like, that head to the east and west of the estate. Like, it wraps around the front fountain, and those begin to branch off into further areas, but it kind of creates like a sort of circular path around with smaller break-offs around it.
Well, we could split up into two groups and just keep a lookout and see if anyone comes by either path. And get in contact with the other group and then converge on them. We can keep our distance for as long as we need to.
Okay.
Cadrip will stand next to Bracken.
Cadrip, you want to go with Bracken? Is that what you've indicated here?
He'll make sure that I don't get into trouble again.
I got your back, bud. You got mine.
Yeah.
Okay. And one group will take one area, and the other group will take the other area, and we'll just watch and see who comes through. And if we see Evelina Night Whisper, we can run and get in range of our rings, and then let the other party know.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Well, that means a little bit of dice rolling on my side. And a little bit of dice rolling on yours. Firstly, I'd ask for everyone to make for me a perception check.
Damn.
Oh shit, Cadrip rolled pretty good on perception.
Oh, good.
Definitely better
Oh,
than a
level.
13. Would Bracken have gone left or right?
Good adventures go left.
Bracken and Cadrib will be odds. Cecil and Avi will be evens. Okay. I've done my dice rollings. You have done yours. You are strolling through the Gazidul estate. Bracken,
Yes.
you and Cadrib don't see much more than what you've already seen here, which is a bunch of very fancy people walking around, most of them undead in some capacity. Primarily vampires, some ghouls, wraiths, the like.
Makes sense.
There are a few people that eye you and Cadrib, licking lips and baring teeth, but no one seems to step into your way.
Got eyes on anything, little bud?
Not like the person we're looking for. Because we're looking for, like, someone ghosty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anyone like that.
All right, well, keep them peeled.
Okay. Cecil, Avi, your side of the Gazigdul estate is also very much like you expect it to be. Vampires, ghouls, all the actors that you have come to see over the last week. But Avi, you would notice someone very different. Moving with purpose, having just arrived onto the scene, it looks like a specter of a woman. Pale, slightly translucent, her hair lifting on its own. A banshee. One who fits the description of Avelina. She is quickly moving through the Gezidul grounds towards the estate house that's just outside of the spire. The one that you know Vitorian to occupy.
He's here, Cecil.
Huh? What?
Just headed to Victorians.
Oh. Okay. Do you want me to run and get the others?
Yeah.
Do you think she'll come back this way?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll go get them. I'm gonna take off towards where the other group is, and I'm just gonna be whispering into my ring constantly until I get a response.
Okay. It takes about a minute before the message begins to pick up on Bracken, your ring.
Gotcha. Hey. Cabra, come on.
Okay. And he'll go without question.
Excellent.
So. When you rush over, you would see Cecil, and then the three of you, Cecil, Bracken, Catherine, can make your way to where, Avi, did you follow after Avelina, or did you stay waiting?
I would have followed, keeping her in sight, but not terribly close.
Okay. So, you get to where, Cecil, you had last seen Avi, but she's not here, but you know generally where she seemed to be heading. Avelina knows where Avi might be going as well. What do you do when you all kind of group back together? Avelina, again, in the distance, you can see her. She moves with purpose across the estate. But the estate is large. It's not an immediate arrival at her destination. So what are you guys doing here?
Have we passed anywhere where we could lure her on our way out, or can we try and divert her from her path now to somewhere private? We can try Bracken robbing Avi again.
She's pretty far up. I don't know if we can catch up to her.
Well, she'll probably leave through this same way then.
Mm-hmm.
We can try and find a place where we could lure her on her way out. Say, are there any woods nearby?
Not in between the exit and the estate. The foliage here is very cultivated in the gardens. Your best chance at a secretive spot is going to be like the crypts before, or if you could get into a private area in one of the buildings.
The same crypts or different crypts?
Either or.
Well, I don't think we can take her out in the open. We definitely need to lure her somewhere out of sight.
Mm.
The crypts worked well with Skulldoodle. Can I look around and see if there's any near here?
What's your passive perception?
That's a 12.
12? Yeah, there's what looks to be other crypts, similar to what you did with Skulldoodle, yeah.
Can I go peek down in them and make sure they're empty?
Sure. Give me a stealth roll.
15.
As you peek down the closest set, you would notice two figures break away quite quickly. And it seems that you caught some people maybe in some not so polite actions.
Ooh, sorry. Back my way back up the stairs. Go back to everyone. There were some people down there doing. I'm not sure what or how it works, but
We need to have a discussion, Cecil.
they're undead. I didn't really get a good look. I know how things work. Thank you though.
All right. Might be dead, but I'm sure they had the same part.
I don't even know what I saw,
All right.
but they ran away like I had interrupted something.
Okay.
Well, that might be interesting.
Focus, Bracken, please.
Right. Sorry. Right.
So maybe the most immediate ones, perhaps a little bit out of order here, but great idea at its base. You might be able to find other crypts.
It's either something underground like that or one of these private residences, but I don't know how we're gonna be able to get into there. They're probably occupied.
Just send Bracken up. He was so great last time you had to get inside a private residence.
Yeah. Screw it. What's the worst that could happen?
So Bracken, you want to find a house that is empty, break into it, and then kill someone else inside of that house?
Well, when you say it like that,
Well, that's what we're doing. Go ring the doorbell. Ask if they lost a goblin.
Cecil.
Well, we don't have a dog.
Bracken will start walking up.
Go with dog.
No.
Bracken will ring the doorbell.
You hear the chime inside, and there's a scurrying of feet before a figure opens the door. You see a short figure, gnome. Yes.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm working.
I'm with the Kender Scouts and also the Lord. Would you like to buy some cookies and talk about the new sun god that we have?
You're talking to a vampire about the sun god. That's rather offensive, don't you think?
Well, no. That's why it's so good. This sun god's pro-vampire. They want to make it so you guys can walk in the sun again. They want to work with you. This is why this works out so well.
I've never met a deity that campaigns before.
They're looking for new followers. It's kind of the more you believe in them, the stronger they get kind of situation.
I do not believe that they would be strong enough to change an entire curse.
Not right now, but in time, with your support. Can I come in and talk to you?
Roll me a fucking deception check.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit. No, I don't have it.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's such a letdown.
No, you cannot. And
Well, do you want to buy some cookies?
the door shuts in your face.
I'm gonna shove my foot in the door before it closes and push it.
If you do not remove yourself from my property, I will use all...
Bracken's running through his house. Starts sprinting. He panics and he defaults and he's sprinting through this guy's house.
Oh my
Avi, what is he doing?
I don't know, but I'm walking away.
gosh.
Come on, Cadred.
Okay. And Cadrip will follow after Avi. And, Bracken, can you give me a dexterity saving throw? You're able to avoid as this guy, turns, into a bat, flies over to in front of you, turns back into himself to try and stop you. You're able to dodge out of the way. And, if you do not get out of my house, I will resort to magic.
All right, Bracken's bailing.
Alright. As you bail out of the house, you would notice that there is just Cecil standing outside currently. Avi and Cadrip seem to be walking off.
So I
Hands
take
up.
it that breaking into the house plan didn't go to plan?
You were supposed to see if it was empty.
Well, with everything else that's been going on, I figured we'd make it empty. I don't know.
What do you mean make it empty?
Hey, you know good and well what I mean.
So you wanted to break into a house, kill everyone, and then use it to kill another.
Hey, it's the perfect crime.
Hands on hips.
Hey, look, I'm trying to work with you here. All right.
Why did you burst in and run throughout the house?
I panicked. You told me to get in the house.
No, I told you to see if anyone was home.
Well, I got that confused with the other bit.
Right. Okay. Let's catch up to Avi and Kadra.
Sure, whatever.
Alright, yeah, you guys are easily able to catch up. Or
Okay,
mustard.
that didn't work.
Sorry, that was a
You
bad
don't
joke.
say.
I can check another crypt and see if it's less occupied.
Look.
Cecil will check another crypt.
Would you like to roll me a stealth roll?
7.
Well, as you open up the door to this crypt and you're inside, you're only greeted by shadows.
Okay, I run back up. Okay, I didn't see anything else down there. Looked pretty empty. Do we want to wait and try and lure her down there?
That's a good plan as any.
Okay, cool. Do we want to have Bracken rob Avi and run down there again?
Coin purse?
Did you ever give it back?
Yeah.
Alright. We want somebody down there waiting.
Yeah, I'll go down there and wait.
Okay.
So I'll go down and find a place to post up and wait for her to come back. Could be a while.
Well, what do I do?
Well, it's up to you, bud. You can hang out with me, or you can go with Cecil.
I don't want Cecil to be alone. He said it was dangerous here.
If you want to go with Cecil, that's fine.
Cecil's face palming. Alright, fine.
So Cadrip will scurry over towards Cecil. And the two of you can wait in the crypt. Avi and Bracken, you wait outside for the ruse.
Cecil and Kadrib wanted to wait like closer to Victorian's house so he could warn
Oh, okay. I got
Avi and Bracken
confused.
when she's on the way.
Okay, I got confused of where further was. That's alright. It happens. So, as the two of you kind of set off, Cadrip's quiet, following after you, Cecil.
We're just kind of hanging out in the open. We're not really trying to hide or anything. We're just kind of hanging. All right, Kadrib, let's see what you can do with that dagger. Try and get me.
But Bracken said not to stab people.
Well, I just want to see what you got.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
No,
That's what he rolled.
not bad, Kadrib. Still miss me though.
Well, yeah, because you moved.
Well, you didn't think I was just gonna let you stab me,
Well, you said you wanted to see what I could do.
right? Anyone can stab a stationary target.
He tries again, misses horribly with a 6.
Okay, that was worse.
Well, I'm trying.
And then his third attempt is a 4, and he'll end up just throwing the dagger onto the ground.
I can't do it.
That's okay. That's okay. It takes practice.
I'm not good at it.
Have you practiced?
Well, no, I can hold it in my hand, and if something happens, I can just stab, but I'm not good.
What, you're expecting someone to run into the dagger you're holding?
But yeah.
What? Why would anyone do that?
I don't know, because I want them to.
What? How does that make any sense?
Well, that's how it's supposed to happen, right?
No, people don't run into your dagger.
That's stupid.
Would you run into someone else's dagger?
Maybe.
What? Why?
I don't know. Maybe, that's just what I'm supposed to do. Just like I'm supposed to hand over my teeth or take off my shirt if someone needs it.
Why would anyone need your teeth?
They don't need it, they want it.
Ah, so you understand the difference between want and need. Very good.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Bracken wanted my teeth once.
Did he really want them, or was he just trying to be funny?
I don't know. He's hard to read.
No, he's not.
He's so hard to read.
We've got to work on your wisdom score, buddy. Okay. You see that tree over there?
Yes.
Go practice stabbing it.
But I'm supposed to stay here with you.
It's close enough. I can see. It's like 20 feet away.
He grumbles as he picks up the dagger. He gets a fucking 19 to stab a tree.
Yeah.
So the tree stabbing goes very well.
Alright, Cecil's keeping an eye down the road and his other eye on Kadrib, who's fighting a tree.
Yeah. I want a perception check from Cecil.
12.
I'd also ask for a performance check because you are standing around.
A 6.
Great. You definitely have a few eyes on you as you're waiting around. You're not the most inconspicuous. But you're not having anyone come up to conversate with you either, which could be a blessing.
That's good. I'm coaching a kid over here fighting a tree.
It is about maybe let me double check here. Ooh, dice gods are favoring you guys. It's about maybe half an hour. Not terribly long, enough for a conversation. When you would notice the movement at the estate, a door opening, and a figure coming out. There are, of course, waves to other members, mostly of Sibylla's team. But the spectral woman you had spotted earlier is on her way out. And she seems to be on her way out alone. But as you spot this, whatever plan you may wish to enact here, well, that'll have to wait until after our ad break. So, stick out with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our story. But before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They're important to us at Wildewitch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, you can always do so through my Ko-fi. Link for that is on screen, as well as in our chat room. Donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community that benefit everyone who play with us for the next month. They include special companions, double treasure, double XP, new quests, all sorts of fun things. So, stick tight. We'll see you all very soon. Be right back. Alright, hi everyone, welcome back. I need to make a quick stop to our out of context channel. But, Cecil, you did see Avelina exit out of Vitorian's household, by herself.
I'll get on the ring. I'll tell everyone.
Adding favorite.
Yeah, catch up. Let's go. And I'll start moving back towards where everyone else. Well, I'll let her pass first. So I'll let Kadrip keep stabbing the tree. And as she gets closer, I'm gonna get closer to him and like encourage him on. And then when she passes, I'm gonna get on the ring. She's coming.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to ask for a stealth roll from Cecil, and I'll roll for Kadrib.
16 here.
Okay. Kadrib rolled pretty well, so these are... keep your stuff in mind. But Bracken, Avi, you heard over the ring that Avelina is on her way. What are you guys doing?
Bracken will take off to get in position.
Right, give me a performance roll, please, Bracken.
Showtime.
Hell yeah.
I would have, while we were waiting, kind of placed myself further back from where we came from. Still within range, but far enough away to get a walk towards the estate.
All right. I will also ask for a performance check here.
Yeah. Mhm. That's a 14. I don't feel right with that.
I mean, do you have an inspiration?
No. But I have channel points. It just feels cheaty. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Much better. 29.
Okay. As you're setting this up, finding the, correct place that you can get a natural walk in, but still have it be believable. As Bracken darts off to the side, ready in position. The banshee that is Avelina Night Whisper begins to move down the path, much as she had before. She moves with purpose, directive. She is a woman, places to be, a schedule to keep. What happens next?
I'm watching my pace, making sure that I don't make it to that crypt too early.
Bracken makes his move.
All right.
He's gonna start sprinting and go for a yoink.
Yeah. You grab hold of that. Avi, give me a perception check, please. It is after Bracken has secured your coin purse that you are able to recognize that he has performed this aspect of the plan. He's already running towards the crypt that you had pointed out and selected earlier with Cecil.
Alright. This better be the performance of my life. I'm gonna start hollering and yelling that somebody stole all my money. I squeeze a few tears out.
Right,
Cecil and Cadger are following, getting closer.
yeah. I'm gonna ask for another performance check.
Thank you. Okay, it's a 26.
Good.
As you do that, that will be for Avelina turns to look at Bracken. And Bracken.
Yeah.
I would like for you to roll for me a wisdom saving throw.
Is this dealing with the frightened condition?
It is not. As Avi, you had turned to the figure for some assistance. She seems to go for a very direct route. She turns and begins to cast a spell. But with a 20 on your wisdom save, Bracken, you resist against the domination that she tries to enact upon you. What do you do?
I make my way down into the crypt.
As Bracken disappears, Avi, do you try to implore Avelina to continue?
I do. Please, it's everything that I have. If I don't get it back, I don't know what I'll do.
She turns. Don't worry. We'll make sure that you are well returned with your coin purse and perhaps even more. And as she begins to move towards the crypt, Bracken,
Yes.
what are you doing in the crypt right now?
Bracken is again trying to make himself small and hide so she gets more like very deep into the crypt.
Alright, give me a stealth roll. Okay, very good. And Cecil, it'd be about this time that you and Katarib would be able to see where Avelina is heading into the crypt. Avi is outside.
We'll follow down. When we get close to Avi, Cecil will just kind of nod towards the crypt.
Okay.
I'm gonna let Cecil go in ahead of me, and I'm gonna hang out by the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. Cecil heads in. And it'd be about this. Actually, Cecil, make me a stealth roll.
A good one.
Avelina does not seem to notice you. She peers deeper into the darkness here, and she snaps. A bit of light appears at her fingertips. Fire, cool blue, and she looks for Bracken.
While she's looking around, I want to whack her in the back of the head.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. You have advantage.
Whack! That's a 20.
All right. 10, 14, 20 points of bludgeoning damage. Magical. I mean, she'll take it in full. But we are going to roll initiatives here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, Bracken. Oh shit. Sorry for the keybinds. I had thought that I had clicked the box. Look at that, we've got a banshee fight. So, with that, why don't we start off with Avi? Your turn.
Alright. From where I'm at, is she within 60 feet?
She would be.
Great. I'm gonna cast a 6th level Mind Spike. I need wisdom save.
Alright, wisdom. Damn. Okay. That is a 11.
Failure. It's 40 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then I'll know where she's at until the spell ends.
Sounds good. Cecil, it's your turn. You're right by this woman.
Smacking her 3 times.
Go for it.
Whoops. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 will hit.
Wow.
That's a lot of 11s on your turn.
Thank you. That's the end of my turn.
Alright. It is her go. And, yeah, she'll do it now. She'll start off by dropping her jaw and releasing a wail.
That's bad.
Cecil, you are within 20 feet of her.
Oh yeah.
I need you to make for me a Constitution saving throw.
A 21.
21. Alright. So, you will, take half damage, and you are not frightened by her. That will be 22 points of psychic damage. Furthermore, you are immune to the wail for the next 24 hours. But that is her action. Does she have anything for a bonus action? Nope. Alright. Bracken, it is your turn.
Awesome. We are gonna go for running out from behind where we're hidden.
Alright, you're about 40 feet away.
I can gonna try to get in a flank with Cecil.
You can easily do so.
Excellent. And we're gonna do 2 stunning strikes. A 17 on the lowest.
17 will hit.
And I will need. Let me make sure I got that right. 2 con saving throws.
The first one is a 28. And the second is a 22.
Yeah, those pass. I will then go for a patient defense as a bonus action.
Sounds good. With that, you know what? We're gonna get a legendary action here.
Oh boy.
And she's gonna go for... She's gonna go for Bracken. So she has disadvantage. Meaning that is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 34 points of necrotic damage. And as her claws draw back, having struck out towards you, Bracken, Avi, we come to your turn.
Okay. We'll go for another mind spike at 5th level.
Hell yeah.
So wisdom save.
Oh, she failed again.
Great. I love to hear it. It's 28 psychic.
Okay. Anything else?
Mm-mm. Well, hold on. I'm gonna give a bardic to Cecil.
Alright, Cecil has a bardic. Cecil, it is your turn.
I will attack the flanked banshee. 22.
Yep.
$16.
16 will hit.
Okay, and then I would like to bonus action second wind and use my fail burn too. So this
Hell
is
yeah.
the first time I've used it since things are different.
This doesn't change. You do have something different, but this is still the same. Get your 2d4.
There's a d10. Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Alright. With that, it is Avelina's turn once again. And she's a little upset that Avi has turned so on her. And is going to turn and look at Avi, and with another snap of her fingers, this green beam of light shoots out. Avi, can you roll me a dexterity save?
Oh, it's a 14.
Unfortunately, that is a failure.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to get this, all the dice.
Mm-mm.
It's a big one.
No. Just a bark.
So, Avi,
Mm-hmm.
that is going to be a total of 64 force damage.
I'm down.
Okay. As Avi hits the ground, she begins to turn to dust. As that was a disintegrate.
Oh my god.
However, you see in that same moment, the eyes of Avelina go wide. And Bracken, it's your turn.
You're gonna keep putting on pressure.
Okay.
Those.
Both of those will hit.
I'm gonna go for a flurry of blows on this as well.
Okay.
Eight.
Alright. All those will hit.
Okay. Plus 28.
Alright. As your flurry of blows strikes in, you can see as Avelina is reaching for something in her pack. And then your fist goes through her. And she stares down, a scroll case dropping to the ground. And combat comes to an end. Avelina dissipates here, leaving little more than ash. And that's when Bracken, Cecil, you would notice much the same where Avi once stood. And Cadrip is just staring.
Cecil's just gonna run over and drop to his knees for a second. What happened?
You can bring her back, right? Right? You can do it?
Night Whisper's eyes did something when she fired that spell off.
I also dropped a scroll.
I'll take a look at the scroll.
It's a scroll of true resurrection.
Oh. Well, hey, this might work.
You're gonna bring her back, right? Right?
Yeah. Cecil, you know how these scroll thingies work?
Cecil's just kind of grabbing at dirt on the ground. Read it.
We'll break it open and kind of go through the directions on the scroll and cast this spell to bring them back.
Avi, you were in a fight. The last thing you knew. But now you are elsewhere. Drifting in the sea of voices. The colors here are bright and intense. There is light that surrounds you. And a song more beautiful than any you've ever heard in your life. You could be a part of this song. Join the sea of voices. Return to the circle, the cycle of creation. But as you have these thoughts, there is a voice that calls out to you. Bracken. He seems to be reaching across the veils to bring you back. If you are willing.
Yeah, I'm not done yet.
As you hear Bracken's voice and you feel inside of you, you are not done. This is not where you should be right now. There's more for you left in the world. You gasp. And you're breathing. And Cecil, Bracken, Avi's there. No more a pile of dust. She is as she was just moments ago. All of your wounds, any poisons or disease, you are all restored in this moment, Avi.
Cecil's just kind of raised his head up finally with tears in his eyes and go and just kind of run and hug her leg. That's probably all he reaches up to, her waist at best. What
Cecil
happened? I'm sorry.
has one leg, Cadrip has the other.
Bracken's looking at the scroll in his hands and really kind of
The scroll dissipates as soon as the
Yeah,
spell
well.
is cast.
looking at where I was and really kind of parsing how lucky they got with that one.
It's almost like you went after the person who would care most about people.
Fair.
It's done, yeah.
It's done.
Yeah, we got him.
I'm sorry. I didn't protect you.
No, honey, you did everything right. It wasn't your fault.
I don't want you to leave.
Oh, I'm gonna get right on his level. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
And he pulls you into a tight hug.
Oh, I squeeze him with everything I've got. We should go.
Yes, let's get both of you home.
I'm not gonna put him down.
He's like full spider monkey here. Koala hugs.
Cecil's gonna lead the way very determinedly out of the Gezadul state.
Yeah, usually done. You leave Gezadul. 2 bodies further towards your goals. Now, all that comes is, if you wish to follow along with your alerting to Zendrelis, and then the masquerade. But for now, there are more important things to do. Rest. That would be a big one. You return to the Robin Mare Manor. And you do so in time for dinner. Miss Matilda has a bit of a spread for the evening. If anyone is wanting to partake.
I might sit and pick at a few things, but I'm not really hungry.
Cecil doesn't come down for dinner.
Hadrib has scooched his chair next to Avi's in what would be very unpolite and potentially uncomfortable. And Ronnie's on the other side of Avi.
So how was your day, Ron?
It seems not as eventful as what you may have gone through.
What I went through.
She'll
I
reach out.
died.
You, perhaps for a moment, were gone. You came back. And I do not know exactly what that is like, but I have a similar experience of being someone and then not, then being again. I know you to be strong. It will take time. But you have given me time. I will stand with you and give you time as well. And she'll take your hand and bring it up to press a kiss to the back of it. Cecil. There is a knock at your door.
It's open.
Oh, luck wouldn't have stopped me. It's Lorcan moves in, and you can see that he has in his arms, not really a collection of what you would expect to be on Miss Matilda's sort of display, but more reminiscent of the smaller meals that the two of you would have shared during your time on the road. Full of stuff.
Lorcan,
Wouldn't have
he
been.
would see, sorry, he would see gear, weapons, armor, just all thrown on the ground, discarded, obviously, not put away neatly, as they usually would be.
That messed up, huh?
Yeah, that messed up.
Well, at least let's get him off the ground here. Don't want him too scuffed. And he'll start picking things up, and he won't put them away, but he'll at least move them to the bed, to a softer area, before he'll sit on the ground and start laying out what he's got.
I messed up today, Lorcan.
And is it you thinking that you got to be the hero all the time and that failed, or did something real bad go down?
I could have done more. I'm not sure what, but I'm sure there's something I could have done.
If you don't really know what you could have done, then it's not worth beating yourself up over.
Avi was gone.
She's back now.
We got lucky.
And sometimes that's all life is. It's luck. You think it
Luck
was...
isn't always around.
It is when it's necessary, you know? You think it was anything but luck that we was the ones that came by while you were in the cage?
You don't always have luck. It's not around every day.
You're right. It ain't around every day. But, you know, every so often, Mirage favors us. And I think that was this day. Harvey's still here because of sheer luck. And I think that's something to celebrate. not worry over, because the next time you may not be so lucky.
I think the banshee that turned her to dust didn't even mean to. She had a look in her eye.
Can't change what happened. Just gotta keep going forward, I say.
I've got to do something to prevent it from happening again. We're not always going to be so lucky.
Find a way to stop someone from casting next time.
Might not be a spell. Could be a crossbow bolt or a battle axe from behind.
Can't be everywhere and do everything. Ain't this what we tried to get into your head about what happened at your home?
It's just not the way my head works.
Well, someone's got to think for us. Someone's got to do the non-thinking for us. And since if you're overcompensating on thinking, and I think that, and he pulls out his skein and uncorks it, and immediately you smell a fruity wine fill the air. I'll start the work of not thinking. Unless, of course, you want to even things out with me.
Cecil will just extend his arm out without making eye contact.
And without saying anything else, you get the wineskin in your hand.
Cecil grabs something off a plate and start nibbling too. Just because I don't know what I should have done doesn't mean there wasn't something that I could have done.
Well, what you could have, what you couldn't have, I'm sure it exists somewhere, but if you don't know, you can't really do it, you know?
Well, I better figure it out now before our luck runs out.
And I'll keep going on as I'm going on. It'll be fine. Back down. Oh, go ahead.
It better be fine.
He'll not. The two of you fall into a similar position of small nibbles and passing the wineskin back and forth. Back down in the dining hall, dinner progresses, kind of taking a more solemn note after what Ron had said. Reckon.
Yeah.
You are approached by Terminder.
Yeah.
And she gives you a hug. A tight one.
Bracken's just been he's been sitting at the table, but he's just been kind of pushing his food around a bit. Hey.
I can't imagine what it was like. I mean, I can. I remember watching you. But it's okay. And it's okay if you're not okay.
We do dangerous stuff, but it doesn't make it any easier.
You know? And when she kind of pulls from the hug, she'll just lean her head on your shoulder, keeping close.
Bracken's kind of quiet this evening as he's just, coping with it.
Dinner ends. Evening comes. There is sleep for those who seek it out. Quiet for those who wish not to sleep. And Avi, for you, there is a song that you can hear. You almost remember it from somewhere, you're quite sure. But it is beautiful.
I don't think she sleeps at all. I think she tries to keep it in her head, that song. She's trying to get it on paper.
Roll for me. I want you to roll for me a history check, and you can add your proficiency since you are proficient in performance.
It's a 15.
15. You're struggling a little bit here, but you've got the start of getting that song written down. Might take a little bit more opportunities, times away to work on it, but you've got a base here. Ron stays up as well. She's reading, keeping you company. You heard a while back the sound of someone set up outside the door. A quick peek would reveal a Cadrib who seemed to have sat down for a guard but has fallen asleep. The house is quiet. Just the sounds of those you expect to be out. For those of you that sleep this evening, you are able to take a long rest. Those that do not, you can take a short rest, but you do gain 1 point of exhaustion. Morning comes. It is grey and somber, as it always is, here in Vale Umber. But it is, of course, with the smell of cooked foods coming from the kitchen. Eggs, bread, meats, hearty things. There is a little less than a week for the Sanguine Masquerade. You have planted the false documents on Oswin's skull doodle to incriminate both parties. You have killed Oswin's skull doodle as well as Adeline and Nightmare Spirit. You've done what is absolutely necessary to prepare for the oncoming plans of the Duchess Listana.
No, like, we need to heal sharply. Like, what's killing people is, like, yeah, too much serious pain in the world. Like, we're gem dive early. Like, I'm sorry, like, literally, everyone else just died. Seriously.
Is there anything you do this morning?
Cecil would come down for this meal. But he's pretty quiet.
Bracken would join.
Avi does not. This is something that she is obsessing over.
As Ron is making her way down, they wish for me to bring back something for you.
Maybe a little something, but it's fine.
What was it? What was
She'll nod, press a kiss to your cheek, give a tight hug. She'll make her way down to breakfast. And you'll be able to work.
What was it?
Breakfast is had. Avi, Ron does, of course, bring back a plate for you.
Mm.
It's small. Things that you are easily able to kind of pick at and just go along. Nothing too hearty or heavy. What do you do this day? Any of you? All of you? It is... It seems one free for your endeavors, your interests, anything you wish. Not marred by the politics of Desert Duel.
Well, the good news is I think we've gotten everyone we need to get.
We still need to tip off the information broker about the location of what Avi concealed with School Doodle's things.
Right. Well, at least should be one of the easier things to do.
We could even send an anonymous note.
That might be best.
I'm not sure if showing our faces there again after spending so much time and then things happening is a good or a bad idea.
Well, I mean, let's think about it on the other side of the coin as well. If we're showing up so regularly and then all of a sudden, people are gone and then we are gone, does that look worse?
Could be. There's still some time before the event, the masquerade, so we can use
Let's let
that.
things breathe a bit, and we'll talk about it as a team and figure out what we think is best, because I think that's a group decision to make.
Right.
As you bring up the idea of this being a group decision, there is, of course, if you had not noticed it before, very now noticeable sense of Avi from breakfast. But it is the day after. A very eventful. Time is understandable. But while we wait to see what you do with your time. We do have to take another ad break here. So, hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue our story. Before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They're important to us at Wildewitch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, you can do so through my Ko-fi, link for that is on screen, as well as in our chat room. Donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community, benefiting everyone who play with us for the next month. They include special companions, double treasure, double XP, new quests, all sorts of fun things that happen there. So, hang out with us. We'll see you all very soon. And we're back. We return. The day is yours. What do you all do?
I've been working on this all night and all morning. I've probably got to a point where I just cannot remember anymore. So I'm gonna step away from it. And I'm gonna go find Cadred.
It's easier to find Cadred, as he has not left from his little guard spot since he set up last night. So, right outside the door.
Hey, Cadred.
Avi,
He kind of stands at attention.
I've
You doing?
been trying to keep you safe.
It's very sweet of you, thank you. But I don't think anything's gonna happen to me here.
I didn't think anything was gonna happen to you down there either, and you just disappeared, and so I'm staying alert.
Okay.
You okay?
I will be.
And he'll kind of scooch forward and wrap himself around you again.
I'm sorry that I yelled at you.
I wasn't keeping a low profile. Bracken told me about it afterwards.
Well, maybe we should have told you before. I'm sorry, that was my fault.
I'm not upset about that.
Okay. Did you sleep at all out here?
You
can see that he kind of looks down.
I did. I fell asleep.
No, that's good.
But I wanted to make sure that you were okay and safe. And I can't do that if I'm asleep.
You can't do it if you're tired either.
That just means that I'll have to get. Maybe I'll get Cecil to help me next time.
Okay.
He was helping me a lot before the fight with the lady.
Mm. How did he help you?
He was showing me how to use his dagger.
He was.
Yeah, he asked me to hit him and I couldn't, and so I got upset, and then he told me to hit a tree.
Okay. Did that help?
I was able to hit the tree when I couldn't hit Cecil.
Mm. The tree don't move.
Yeah.
Mm. You'll get there.
Yeah, one day.
Mm-hmm. Well, if this is what you're gonna be doing, then I should let you know that I'm thinking about taking a nap. Is that alright?
Okay.
Mm.
Well, I'll stay here and keep watch.
Okay.
And if you need me, I'll be right here.
Alright. Well, I already feel safer.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you are able to set up for a nap.
Mm.
Bracken, Cecil, do you do anything particular this day?
Cecil would casually be walking by and notice Kadrib outside of Avi's room.
Okay.
Cecil would just stop and just kind of look at him with his head tilted.
Making sure that Avi stays safe.
How long have you been here?
All night.
Does he look tired?
A little bit. He did fall asleep during the night, so he's gotten sleep. He's just now also doing this on throughout the day as well.
Cecil will just kind of nod at him, and then he'll walk back downstairs and get a tray of food, and then bring it back to Kadrib. Just kind of set it down in front of him.
He, like, dives onto it. Like, just full squat, hands shoveling food into face.
Keep it down. Is she in there?
But yeah, she's going for a nap.
Okay, well, be quiet. You don't have to inhale this.
I need to do it quick in case I need to be in action.
To be in action?
Yeah. Like if something happens. If she needs me.
Do you want to protect her?
Yeah.
You couldn't even hit me with that dagger.
Well, I could hit the tree.
Do you want me to teach you how to hit moving things?
Maybe.
Are you willing to learn?
Maybe.
Can you listen to instruction?
Yeah.
What role did you have with your old gang? What was your job?
To listen when they said stuff and to stay still when they were angry and to clean things.
That's it.
Yeah.
Then why were you out there that day that they were fighting us?
'Cause they told me to come by in case. they needed someone to stay behind.
And they gave you nothing to defend yourself and didn't teach you how.
I mean, you take the thing in your hands and you swing it, and if it hits, it hits, and it makes them hard. It hurts when it hits.
If you want to protect Avi, I'll teach you how.
I do want to protect Avi.
It'll be hard to learn. Are you up for it?
Yeah.
Then we'll start soon.
Okay.
Here's something else, and I'll pull like some sweet cake or something out of my pocket and put it where he was eating his other food.
You see that, like, there's half a moment that he goes to reach for it quickly, and then he slows down, and he still takes very messy, big bites, but he's not, like, horking it down.
As he's not horking it down, Cecil would slide a piece of paper under the door and then walk away.
Okay. And then nothing else happens this day. Avi, when you awake from your nap, there is a piece of paper under the door.
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
I will send you the contents.
Okay.
Oh man, this is a flashback of last week.
I don't know if I can read this out loud.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I'm not gonna make it through it. I've been crying for the last hour.
Avi would see like scratched out words and like
Mhm.
hastily written. Didn't think there was time to make a clean copy. Uneven,
Mm.
like uneven ink pressure. I don't know how to describe it.
As this happens, we're going to do a little narrative here. What is it you would like to do, each of you, for the preparations of the Sanguine Masquerade?
I'll look around for like a salon or somewhere that somewhere somebody does hair here. I don't know if they call it something different.
And you can find a salon.
Yeah, I need my hair done, but I'll make an appointment for like day of early in the morning. I don't trust myself to do that.
Through that time, Cecil would want to pick up the clothes that he ordered, and he also needs to take Cadrib into town for shopping.
Did I not hear correctly that Bracken picked up all of our clothes?
Bracken has picked up all of the clothes
Okay.
with Cadrib's
Scrap
help.
We didn't pay though.
I forgot about that. I'll get you guys the total for what you can, and you can just kind of send it over.
All right, you said that last time.
I did send that last time. You're right.
So
But
we
last
got
time I
Scott
got
for-
excited about something else, and I wrote down a note.
Okay. Well, you did that this week too, so
That was at the start of the session.
Looks like we got out scot-free.
All right.
Yes,
MC.
chef.
Don't bring Yes Chef into this.
Yes, War Chief.
Other than my appointment, I tried to clean myself up enough to where I could go back to Gizadul and see if there's a mess that I need to clean up, reputation wise.
Go ahead, give me an insight check as you are doing that.
Boy, okay. 15.
Uh, 15. There's some looks, but not too much. Not too much that seems to be irredeemable.
Okay, that's good.
Do any of the other of you make appearances on Gizadul between your last visit and the Sanguine Masquerade?
Is anyone else interested in doing that?
Not Cecil.
Okay.
Bracken does not want to go alone.
Well, Avi goes.
Oh,
I
I will.
I have
I'll
keep up
tag along.
appearances.
So
I'll tag along for a drink.
Well, it's a community bar. So as long as we can.
Yeah, easily done. So all the suspicion goes on Cecil. No. Um. Yeah, no, you start making the sort of rounds around the vein of the vein. Again, there are a few strange looks, but nothing seems to be irredeemable here. You know what? If there's nothing else pressing you wish to do in the few days between.
Um,
Oh, go.
Cecil would seriously get started with Kadrib.
Okay, then what we're gonna do for that is I want you to roll for me.
But
Hey.
first, he wanted to take Kadrib into town
Okay,
to like a blacksmith.
easily done.
Uh, Kadrib, what do you think you're good at?
Um, taking hits.
Taking hits.
Yeah. Like, if someone punched me, I can just stand there and let them do it.
Okay. I honestly didn't expect that. All right. I was going to give you some options, but good for you. Okay. Cecil's going to look around for a small round shield.
Yeah, you can find one.
Okay, I'll pick that out and I'll hand that to Kadrib. Now, Kadrib, you can use this with just one of your arms.
Okay.
I've used them in the past. Do you think you would use something other than a dagger in your other hand to help protect Avi?
I don't know. Are you gonna give me something else?
Yes.
Okay.
We're at the place where all of the things are.
Well, what thing do you think I should use?
Well, how did you like the stabbing dagger thing?
I can hit a
Did you want?
tree.
You can hit a tree. Do you think that you'd You know what? I think I know. And Cecil's gonna go and find just like a small plain mace.
Okay.
Just like no spikes or anything. Just a club with a piece of metal on the end.
Yeah, a very plain mace. You can easily find that.
How about this?
Okay.
I'll hand it to him. Okay, swing it around. How's it feel?
Heavy.
Can you lift it?
Yeah.
And he lifts it
And you
and swings, and it's like he's kind of teetering off. He has no actual stance for this yet.
All right. Let's use that. Let's give that a try. How much for the shield and the mace?
As you look at the blacksmith, there is a grunt, and then a skull nearby translates it. Um, and
Cecil's like, what the hell?
5 gold for the mace. And 10 gold for the shield.
Done. I'll put the 15 gold in the skull's mouth, and then I will usher Kadrib back, and we will begin training.
Okay.
And I will go easy on him.
What I want you to do for me is I want you to roll for me a straight charisma check and then
Okay.
add your athletics modifier on the end.
Okay, that's a 16 plus 5, so that's a 21.
21. Training seems to go well with Cadrib. It's still a start. He's still very rocky, but there's potential and a good foundation.
All right, and then I'm gonna construct like a training dummy for him to practice on when he's got free time, which is probably almost always.
If there are no other big moments, you are able to, of course, pursue any preparations for the Sanguine Masquerade. But I think we will end our session here and pick up next week with the event itself. So, thank you to our players for playing. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you all enjoyed this. And trust your GM on the story. I'll see you all in our next stream, but until then, head over to wildewitch.com, check us out there. Join us in our Discord to jump in a game yourself. Keep up to date with all of our announcements. You can follow us live, follow us here for live streams, or check us out on YouTube for VODs. And as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps.